their first time at the Carifita Games. For some, this is their last time. And next year, the Carifita Games will be home in the Bahamas. Some 500 athletes across 29 different countries gathered here today for this game. Of course, Jamaica coming out on top on the medal count. And bowling girl Chloe Davis getting in on that as well. Countries from across the Caribbean, but the Bahamas right in the center of it, here at the end of the 49th Carifita Track and Field Championship in Kingston, Jamaica. Mr. Archer, hold on. We're here standing by with B3A President Ramiko Archer as the rain begins to come down.
Y'all was supposed to or y'all wasn't supposed to?
Buying beer?
I do
You take it by. I'm buying beer, yeah, take it by. You're good, you're good?
Yeah, man, excellent.
Mic on, mic on, mic on.
Yes.
Alright, so Mr. Archer, obviously a very exciting time. Team Bahamas finishing second on the medal table. Just tell us how you're feeling right now.
Well, it's a bittersweet time for us. We're happy that we would have placed second overall, but it was a distant second, and there's a lot of work to be done. As we move into 2023, it's a significant event for the Bahamas. And of course, we never want to be embarrassed on home soil. And so we have a lot of work to do. Immediately, we'll have a postmortem to assess where we are as a track and field federation. It is my intention to have Team Bahamas in top shape for next year.
Obviously, some great moments coming out of this game. Some good records, 4 gold medals. Tell us how you feel like related to that.
You know, it really was a high water mark for us. On the opening day of competition, we shattered the under 20 male javelin throw. Keyshawn Strong did an amazing job and positioned himself once again as the #1 ranked junior athlete in that event. And then, of course, we came back today, and it was just amazing to see little Fiore Scott, who's only been throwing the javelin for only a short 8 months, to be able to shatter the Carifita record as well. And so I can only look for great things to come for Team Bahamas. I think the icing on the cake was when Miss Curtis defeated the Giant in the 5,000 meters when beating Jamaica. And I think it tells us that we have the will to win. We just have a lot of work to do.
Just last question. Chris is coming home to the Bahamas next year. We're not coming home, but it is coming to the Bahamas. Just tell us how you feel right now, knowing that we have actually won that big successfully in our 50th anniversary.
This is business for the Bahamas. It's a test of our 50th year of independence as an independent nation. And I think we only have an obligation to the country to make them proud. So 50 years, we want to bring back the win in 50 for Team Bahamas and the country.
There you have it, Mr. Jamaica Archer. He's the president of the Bahamas Athletic Associations, the B3As. And Team Bahamas are having a lot of fun. They've been excited this entire trip. But of course, it all coming to an end tonight here at the National Stadium in Kingston, Jamaica. The end of the 49th Carifita Track and Field Championships. If you're just joining us, Team Bahamas will finish second on the medal table with 17 medals, including 4 golds, about 7 silvers and 3 bronze, or 5 bronze that is. Beating out majority of the Caribbean countries, but of course Jamaica coming out on top. Now this was a very intense games for our field athletes. The Bahamas getting about majority of its medals on the field, including the under 20 boys javelin throw as well as the under 17 girls javelin throw. But we actually had 2 Carifita records made. We also have a medalist right here. How you doing, man? We're live on Facebook. Tell the people in the Bahamas, we have about 600 people watching. Just tell them something. And there you have it. These athletes are so very excited. But John Canoe, of course, takes the center stage, as with any place around the world. Athletes have worked incredibly hard to get to this point. The Carifita Track and Field Championships are considered where stars are born. Obviously, some of the top athletes from the Bahamas have come through this competition, including our very own Sean Miller-Weebo, Anthony Sean, and the whole likes of them. This Carifita Games is a new generation of athletes that is now emerging, especially after the pandemic. A lot of these athletes have suffered and not been able to compete because of social distancing, because of COVID-19 protocols, but it all came to an end here in Jamaica, where Team Bahamas finished second, as I would have mentioned, on the medal table. Some 17 medals won, 2 Carifita records, a very outstanding performance here for the Bahamas, here in Kingston, Jamaica. And of course, as you know, Carifita comes to the Bahamas next year, and we'll have this grandiose party that we're having right now in the Bahamas at the Thomas A. Robinson National Stadium. It'll be the 50th Carifita Track and Field Championships. Of course, it will coincide with our 50th independence anniversary, a very exciting time. Alright, so Minister, a very exciting time here. Just tell us how you feel and you're here for it all. What's going on through your mind right now?
As you see, we just received the flag that tells us we're going to be hosting the next Carifita. Look in the sky, it's raining. That means the blessings from being in the Bahamas next year, and we just bring it down the rim with John Canoe. It's contact.
finish. Do you think we have it in us to get first place next year?
Say that again.
Second place finish. Do you think we got it to take it all over next year?
We can take second. I'm sure the coaches and PGAs will look at where we fall down, fix those errors, and we'll be all right. We can take second for now, but definitely looking for first next year.
All right, thank you so much, Minister. On Facebook right now. We know you got that silver medal in the popcorn. We know you got that silver medal. Just tell us how you're feeling. Know that it's all coming to those close. You know, just tell us how you feel right now.
All you have to say is God is good. You know, give God thanks and praise. Everyone come out injury free. Let's give God praise and enjoy the moment.
Alright. There you have it. How you doing, man? Obviously that silver medal in the short put. It's not an event that a lot of aimants tune into. But nonetheless, you got that medal. How you feel right now closing out this championship?
I feeling good. And they're on. Everybody there on me. I feeling good.
Knowing that this championship will be back home in the Bahamas, how does that make you feel knowing that you could have the same body, the same energy, but multiplied with the home court advantage? How you feel?
Oh, that could be fun. And I know a lot of good things coming for the Bahamas.
Alright, congratulations again. Thank you. And there you have it. As I mentioned, Team Bahamas selected a 54-member team to travel here to Kingston, Jamaica. That 54-member team producing 17 medals, 4 of them gold, as well as 2 Carifita records. This is the 49th, it's the 49th Carifita Track and Field Championships. And it has officially come to a close. And the Carifita Championships will be here in the Bahamas next year. With some 500 athletes coming here on the Easter weekend in this national stadium in Kingston for the time of their lives. It's been so exciting. There has been a world under-20 record set by the Jamaican team, as well as several Carifita records, including 2 from our very own athletes, Keyshawn Shawn in the under-20 boys javelin throw, as well as Diore Scott in the under-17 girls javelin throw, all coached by a Bahamian, Coach Maycock. And of course, that brings us to an end. Junkin will close out the show. And we thank you so much for tuning into our Carifita 2022 coverage. It was the first return of the game since the start of the pandemic back in March 2020. No doubt these students here that are participating, some going off to college, some getting ready to prepare for BGCSEs and BJCs, but still getting in on the fun and showing that sports is back, people. Once again, I'm Devontae Hanna reporting from Kingston, Jamaica, the home of the 49th Carifita Track and Field Championships. Of course, I'll say thank you on behalf of our intern Eugene Stewart, who was standing by in Bridgetown, Barbados at the swimming competition. That was the 35th edition of that games, and Eyewitnesses understands that the Bahamas is actually trying to bid to get the swimming championships as well. But of course, we thank you so much for joining us, and have a great evening, everyone.